week. I hope you guys had a good week. I'm gonna make it a quick one. This is a game that I've wanted to play, and I've wanted to get better at this game for a while, and I just never really have. It's called OpenTTD. Stands for Transportation Tycoon or something like that. I don't entirely know, but it's about trains. Learn about it from Jay Schlatt, who's now quitting. So it seems, which isn't actually what I'll be talking about this week. No, that would make too much sense. Yeah, I'm talking about, I guess, starting something, because I've tried to play this game many, many, many times, and I've always failed, because I'll be honest with it, I'm bad at it. There's a whole lot of managing that have to go on, different things that it just feels like you need to know. I don't really understand how to make money. You know, you send a train from one spot to another spot, and then maybe if you have a lumber yard next to a forest, it'll work, and you need to drop off stuff, and maybe buses are better. Are boats good at all? I don't know. The airports take up a lot of space, though, and so do train stations. I'm not making much of a point here, but the point is that there's a lot of this game that I don't know, but I want to know. As you can see before me is this huge map. I rendered the biggest one that the file, or that the game on Steam, which is free, you should get it. That game, this game, wow, this is great. This is the biggest file that you can get. It's something ridiculous, like 40 or 4,086 chunks by 4,086 chunks or whatever, right? Pretty big game. And whenever you're looking at it all zoomed out, you have no feasible idea of where to start. Heck, sometimes, to be entirely honest with you, I have no idea where to start, even if it's a small game. And so whenever I look at this huge expanse, I don't know where to start. Should I start by a lake? Should I start by a forest? Should I start where there's no land at all? Should I start where there's a bunch of mountains? Should I start where there's just one city? Or should I start where there's like 4 in one area? I don't know. I've tried to look into it. I've tried to skim into it, but it's just all overwhelming. It's all overwhelming. And I want to be better, and I want to address this game, and I want to improve with it, but I just haven't. I just don't know what to do. And I've actually looked into it. I've done some cursory research, but not necessarily anything too... I'm not exactly a scholar in this game. I couldn't really tell you what the most efficient meta is or anything like that. But I want to be better because it's fun. I want to be better at this. Do I have to have a specific reason why I want to be better at it? I don't think so. This is getting very reminiscent of the old rambly style of content that I went into. So I'll cut it short. I just know that more than likely when starting something, it's probably better to just not really focus on the big picture. Understand that there is a big picture. Know that eventually one day I might own this entire expanse of land. But hey, maybe it would be good to start just Briffinpool. You know, is it a city? It is. Let's not crash out over nothing. I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.